Evening, everyone. How are we? Well, I hope. It's Sunday. We're back. We're in slightly new digs, as you probably might have noticed. Only slightly because I usually face that way, and now we're facing this way. Basically, I've got a bigger desk, and it doesn't fit the way I used to have it, so I've had to move it, which means the guitars are here, and the rest of the room is now here. I'm going to try and make it so there isn't a great big coat rack in the background, which is probably not the background that we're looking for. What are you going to do? You've got to try these new things sometimes. See what happens. I quite like it, actually. I'll be honest. I like having the bigger desk. I like having more room. I like having a bit more distance to the back. So all in all, I am happy with how the new version looks. What are we on tonight? We're on black coffee in the whiskey giveaway mug. To be fair, nearly cold black coffee. I thought that was warmer than that. And you're going to kill me for this. I'm not drinking whiskey. Don't know why. Just had a hankering for XO. So I've taken a hiatus for a night to have some XO. That's good because there's loads of whiskey to get through tonight, and some of it is quite tempting. So let's just catch up with comments, see where we're up to. There's 16 of you, or 16 comments already. Levi's here. Good evening to you. Darren, Jamie Reynolds. Hey, all good luck. Andrew Mitchell. Richard Vickers here. Good evening. And I should point out, actually, whilst I remember, I've just had a message from David Finney, who plays regularly. We probably recognise the name. He's in Germany at the moment, and he just said, why can't I access the site? I'm trying to access the site. For those people who don't know, we're a UK site, as you can imagine. And you can only use the site if you're in the UK. A bit like the lottery. If you ever go on holiday, you can't play the lottery remotely. So if you do go away, you won't be able to play. So if you do go, grab your tickets before you go. Is the only piece of advice I can give you. And the other advantage, of course, is it's quite good from a security perspective. So a lot of cyber attacks in the world come from some very obvious places, China, Russia, all those sorts of places. And if we block any access from those, then they can't do DDoS attacks and things like that. So it's kind of handy. In fact, if you ever get a chance, look up the Norse attack threat. It's really cool. It's a map of the web of the world, and it has all of the current attacks coming in. And it's like Star Wars with them all coming in, and you can see the places that send them. And if you wonder why there's a place in the middle of the States, in the middle of nowhere, that's getting all these attacks, it's because it's CIA headquarters, which isn't on the map, but is so obviously there. Evening to Kerry. Chris Seagrove, evening to you. I'm hoping Chris received his Balvenie Portwood, 21 Portwood yesterday. I don't think he'll factor. I think he's hoping to keep it for something a bit more interesting than just me rabbiting on for a bit. But he had it yesterday and he's quite excited about it. Damien Lewis, evening all. Missed you last week. Yeah, it's bank holiday weekend. Always does that, I'm afraid. Nev Davenport, bonsoir, baby. Bonsoir to you too. Duran's here. I should get more into I'm going to France at some point later in the year, so I need to brush up on my French. So I'll have to do a little bit better than bonsoir to everyone, because the rest of the day will leave me wanting. Good luck from Duran. Andy Nickel, evening. Good evening, good luck. Evening, everyone from Tanner. Evening from Simon. Justin, evening. John Paul, just dealing with poorly kids. Don't we all know it? It is a pain. John Paul, good luck to all, though. And Billy Connor, evening. Lee Crombie, evening. Kieran Sadly, hi. Evening all. At work, so leaving my comment. Good luck all. Evening all, good luck. John Neeson, evening all. Evening all. Enjoy my first Bunna Stewardor. It's nice. It is nice. And I like all of Bunna, really. No, that's not true. I'm one of the few people who really don't fancy the 12 at all. And so many people rave about it. But the rest of it I like. Even though Adrian's on the Weems Velvet Fig. Gary McLaughlin's here with a big smiley face. He's on something, definitely. Interesting prices in the Scotch Whisky auction tonight. Not sure why that's in reference to. I'm sure I'll find out. Good evening, Whisketarians. And evening all from Angus Eames. So there we are. Everyone's in place. Everyone can hear me, which is always a good sign. One thing I wanted to do before we did any of the draws is just to let you know, as promised, if that's the right word. Oh, quick. Hello from Kevin McIntyre. evening to you. So I said last week that I'm going to take 2 weeks off because, quite frankly, I'm knackered. It's hard to do a day job 5 days a week and evening sometimes, and then do this as well as, and have 3 kids and all the other stuff. So next week will be the last week. And I'm going to take 2 weeks off, and I'm going to come back for the 5th, which is the weekend of the Jubilee celebrations. So 2 weeks off. There will be competitions running during that time. We just won't do the draw on the Sunday night. So it will still be there, and I'll still do the emails. I'll probably schedule the emails to all go out, and then I can just actually have 2 weeks off. And on that note, I've added a few things to the website, which some of you may or may not have seen. So we've added... What's new? Let me just think. What's new? We had the Lindor's Abbey. There's a double bottle of Lindor's Abbey, 2 of those, which was the Master of Malt exclusive single cask. So that's on there. There's an Aberlour 18 for those people who don't know. It's a 50 cl, which is discontinued now and quite hard to come by. In fact, I had a nightmare last time because we had it as a competition prize, and the people we had it with came back after it had been announced, and they went, "Actually, do you know what? We thought we had one in stock, and we haven't." It's like, I've already given that out as a prize. So I had to rapidly source one from somewhere else. And as you can guess, I haven't gone back to that shop since. There's the Glenmorangie Signet, which I have had. A friend of mine had it, and it was delicious, really delicious. We had it at lunchtime, which makes it very delicious. Makes the rest of the day a little bit harder to get through. But if you haven't had a Glenmorangie Signet, I suggest you get it. And nothing looks quite as good. That box... It's got a good magnet for those people who know what we're talking about with the magnets. It's got a cracking magnet on it. And then lastly, and this is a bit random really, because someone on the whiskey, we have a WhatsApp group, which you can join if anyone, it's there if anyone wants to join it. Was just saying that the new one of these is coming out. I've just put one on the site. So we have the Lagavulin 11. And for those people who don't know, this is the Offerman edition, and for those people, this is Offerman here. He's from Parks and Recreation. It's an American series, and in the series, he goes on about his love for Lagavulin. And it's finished in Guinness casks, and it's very hard to come by, and it sells out almost immediately. But it's there, and it's on the website now. And in fact, I'm also going to give you a bit of a sneak peek, which I don't ever do, for next Saturday's competition. Because I have one here, which also doesn't happen very often. Next Saturday, we're going to have the Balvenie French Oak 16, which I haven't tried, so I can't tell you anything about it. I can tell you it looks nice. That's as much as I can tell you. Vibrant single malt finished in casks that previously held wine from the French Charente vineyards. Years of maturation in oak casks to get abundance of Villers nice and warm honey notes, and then finishing in a Pinot casks. Creates a notes of energizing grapefruit, geranium, glazed fruit, and ginger. Sounds nice. Whoever wins it will have to tell me how it goes. That's next Saturdays. So if you want to be ready, 9 o'clock Saturday morning, it'll be there. Let me just catch up on the comments, see what we're up to. Roddy, evening to you. Chris Grieve, evening to you. Linda, evening. Linda, you deserve a break. A well-deserved break, Rob. Take a pod for 2 weeks off. That is the plan. Enjoy your time off with her. Signet. Indeed, Signet. The Glenmorangie Signet, yes. Nice. Durin's on side. John Paul, just got tickets to the Lagavulin. Love that dram. Bale 9. Usually just... That's Balvenie. That's correction. That's your phone's corrected Balvenie to Bale 9. Maybe you're a Spurs fan, Gareth Bale. I don't know. But yeah, Balvenie is a. Do you know what the funny thing is? I'll be honest. I really wanted the Portwood. You know the 21 Portwood that Chris won before, and I got it. Crikey, 2 years ago, something like that. And I got it, and I opened it. I was looking forward to it, and I was a bit like, that wasn't that amazing. And I think the thing was, it's a 40%er, as all Balvenie is usually. I know, 47, so that's quite novel. But the Portwood's 40%. I was a bit like, I'm not sure if that's nice. And I've been drinking lots of high strength ones. And then as I went through the bottle, I got to the point where the end one was going, I really don't want this to finish. So my thought process of how much I liked it changed rapidly as I went through the bottle. which does happen. And can happen because of the oxygen. I'm reliably informed, because as you get less in the bottle, there's more air to go in it, and it changes the flavour to a certain degree. Balvenie Rumwood was awesome when it was. I never tried that one. I do like Balvenie. I'm not. I tried. I don't try to avoid Speyside. I do like Speyside, and you know what you're getting with Speyside, but there's lots of other things that you want to try and have a go at. So. Balvenie's one I come back to in the Speyside arena, if I'm honest. John Paul is on a homebrew beer tonight that I was given no idea what percentage it is, but definitely for the kick. Maybe your children have got hold of that, and that is why they are all poorly. Perhaps that's the answer. And yes, I know that feeling from Adrian, which I assume is in reference to getting to the end of a bottle and hoping it doesn't finish, which I'm sure we all know. Right, let's do. So we've got the Bunna, the bottle that's named escapes me. The 2021 Face Ale, one from last year, which is, I believe, was it Bordeaux, Moyne, and then the Samaroli, our first ever Samaroli, which is quite. I can't believe we've done nearly 2 years, and that's our first Samaroli. But it's funny because almost no one knows what it is. And yet it's one of the most collectible whiskies there are. Well, brands, I should say. So then we've got Freebies and Comic Straw, as we normally do. One other thing, whilst I've got all 30 of you, two things, whilst I remember. One, I wanted to see if anyone had any appetite. I was tempted, it just came back to me, I was tempted to do the education of Scotch again. So for those people who didn't know, it's a single prize with about, if I remember rightly, 10 bottles. And basically, I've got a guide on drinking whiskey, and he said these are the 10 different flavor profiles, and I pick a bottle against every flavor profile, and then your job is, if you win it, you get these 10 bottles, and then you, over your years or whatever, you drink them, and then you've tried every flavor there is in whiskey, and that's your job, is to drink the 10 bottles over a certain whatever period of time you want to. But just intrigued to see if people want me to do another education of Scotch. And the other one is, any ideas on attracting some new people? There are new names I noticed this evening, people I haven't met before, and we do get lots of that, but there's no harm in bringing new people. So I'm always up for incentives for people referring things and all that sort of stuff. So let me know if there's anything that pops into your mind about what we could do with that. Let me just check these last 5 comments. Education of Scotch, all right. Defo, yes to Education of Scotch. Education of Scotch was great for me as an EB. There we are. Great for me as an EB, and sounds good. So we've got some love for the Education of Scotch. Yeah, maybe I'll do it with a bit of a longer lead time. With the book, yeah. So that's what I did last time. The book goes with it as well. Not my book. I get to keep mine. You can't have that. But a copy of the book, I should say, goes with it. Come on, yes, please, with the Education of Scotch. Good. Okay, I think I'll do this. I'll figure that out. Leave that with me. Right. Let's do the Bunna then, shall we? Go over to random.org for what is our 377th draw. And there's me saying I need 2 weeks off. That should give you an idea of how many draws we've done. Let's give away Bunna. Enough to identify it. Identify it. Paste it into the form. Before I go any further, I should point out that there were some instant wins with the Bunna. For those people who don't know. So the Bunna instant wins were won by the first one, the Aberlour 12, was won by June Kennedy 16. The Glenfiddich 12 was won by Lorcan 86. The Arcantoshan 3 Wood was won by Lander. The Viking Tribe was won by Skindog. And the £20 web credit was won again by Lorcan 86. So Lorcan 86 have picked up 2 of the instant win prizes, which can't be sniffed at, can it? And there was also 50 free tickets. So they are in there too. So we've added those in, which is why you've got some duplicates there. Entrance accessible. Proceed. And we're going to draw one winner. Right. Let me just come back and check on any comments before we go any further. David, it's a great idea to entice newbies into whiskey. Entice them. Indeed. I don't think, if they're playing on here, they don't need that much enticing, I don't think. Good luck, everyone, from John Paul. Great idea. Education in Scottish sounds great. You're welcome, Tim. It's done well in the past. Drum rolls from Andrew. Drum rolls from Darren. There's my drummers ready, faithfully in place. Congratulations to the instant winners. And got one of these Bunnas on my keep shelf. If I get this one, I'll drink it. Wow. I think whiskey should spend more time being drunk and less time being looked at, I should say. Right. Let's go back. Find out who's going to win the Bunna. Good luck, everybody. The winner is Dram. What did I just win? Dram. What did I just win? Ticket number 11. Now, I don't know who Dram, what did I just win is. We'll have to wait and see if anyone pops up and says it. It's a rather oblique one there. Dram, what did I just win? Sounds like Will, according to Adrian. You know, I was thinking it sounded like Alistair, but it's funny. You can kind of start to learn people by their types of usernames they choose. Congratulations, Dram. Congrats. Great name. Congratulations. Congrats, Dram. No one's popping up and saying it's me. Well done, Dram. Congrats. But who are you? Oh, is it Robert? Well, looks like Robert Ware. Awesome. Cheers, guys. Big thumbs up. Looks like Robert Ware's the winner. So I was completely wrong on Alistair, and you were wrong with Will as well, Adrian. It sounds like it, or looks like it with a big thumbs up, that Robert Ware has won the Bunna. So congratulations, Robert. I will sort that out for you. Well done, buddy. Let's move on to the SAMAROLI. And I'll be honest, this is one that I'm a bit gutted. I can't enter these competitions. It's against the rules for me to do so. And this is one that I would have liked to have been on, because this is, if you're a whiskey fan, if you're a whiskey collector and you go around and they go, oh yeah, I like whiskey. You walk in and see a SAMAROLI, then you go, these guys know more about it than I do. It kind of immediately puts you in your place to a certain deal. And they do rums as well. In fact, they did quite a bit, but they made their names in rums and in whiskey. So I might get some of the rum as well. Try that. Tempting. All these thoughts. A couple of comments. This one is very exciting. And congrats, Robert, who sound like Will indeed. This one is very exciting. It is very exciting. I don't think there's anything we haven't done yet that isn't just mental. I mean, we've done Port Ellen, Banff. Did we do Banff? No, we did Brora, Rosebank. We've done all the big, hard to get stuff. Now SAMAROLI. What's left to tread? Who knows? We'll find something. Right, let's go back and fill this in. Third party draw service, hold new draw. I'm going to put this in capitals because that's how excited about it I am. SAMAROLI. I don't have to put anything else because it's the only one we've ever done. No one can get confused. 5 proceed. Oh no, I'm choosing the file. That's the wrong place. Paste it into the form. Let's do it right. Now, for those people who remember, or saw me doing my little pop-up conversation yesterday, accessible. There are 3 winners, not 1. And for those people who don't know, that's because second place gets one of these, which is the mosaic, the Lakes mosaic. This is my one, and I've been really tempted to crack this open. I haven't yet. And third place gets this, which is coffee that has spent 2 months maturing in a coffee in a whiskey barrel, but not any whiskey barrel, although it's not on there because they won't give them the rights to use their name. It's been in a Macallan 30-year-old coffee barrel, and if you see here, it says cask origin loaned by Skene Whiskey. And for those people who don't know Skene Whiskey, they released this 30-year-old Macallan from that bottle, from that cask a little while ago, and it has a little dagger on the bottle. So that's quite a cool thing. Let me just see what we've got in comments. Good luck, folks. Fingers crossed from Gary. Evening to you, Amir. Drum rolls and drum rolls. How about a Snow Phoenix? Did we do a Snow Phoenix? I tell you why we didn't do a Snow Phoenix. There's two reasons we didn't do a Snow Phoenix. Is one, the only one I could get hold of had a dent in the tin, and I don't like. I just didn't think that was the right thing to do for a prize, even though they're hard to come by. Secondly, I figured it had gone as high as it was ever going to go, and in fact, the price of it was starting to come down on the Snow Phoenixes. And I'm not. Most of our successful whiskies, like when we've done the Enigma, when we've done the Classic Cut 17, it's when we see it just about to start taking off, not when it's at its top and it's now starting to come back down again. So that's why we haven't done a Snow Phoenix. I'll keep an eye on the prices though, and if I can find one at a reasonable price, we'll do one. Do like the look of that coffee. I know actually, because to be honest, Simon, I owe you a cup of this coffee. I'll get it in the post for you. I'm just too busy. Andy, multitasking between here and the F1. You have the coffee, Simon. I'll have the whiskey. I think that's I don't think it works out that you can just decide that way on how to do it, but I like your thinking. So we haven't done one for a while, but for those people who don't know, when we have more than one prize, 3 prizes in this case, is I complete it off screen and then we read it out in reverse order, give a bit of suspense, and then I show you the screen afterwards. And that way everyone knows that it was done correctly, but we had a little bit of drama. And we'll see if Simon Avon can get his coffee, shall we? So let me just complete the draw, which has now been done. So it's done. Can't be altered. Whilst I drink the XO. And let's see. So in third place, good luck everyone, for the Macallan, but not labelled Macallan coffee. Amir's watching the F1 as well. For the Macallan coffee, the winner is Mr. Hugo. Mr. Hugo with ticket number 7, which I'm almost positive is Antonio Hugo, who I think, if I'm really, and this will go to show how awake I am, popped up and said, even all at work, so leaving my comment, good luck all. So I think Antonio is not here. I think it's Mr. Hugo is Antonio, unless someone's going to pop up and correct me. Congratulations, Mr. Hugo. No, it's not popping up, so I'm assuming it's not. He's not here. Actually, do you know what? I don't. The people who've been doing this longer. Do you remember we used to have the competitions? We used to have the half-hour competitions on a Tuesday and a Sunday. And they used to go crazy and used to crash the website, which is why eventually I stopped doing them, because it was just people were getting annoyed by the fact that there was just so many people trying to buy the tickets, they would always pull the website down. But one of the things we did, I don't know if you remember, we used to say that there was 60 tickets and you got a prize. But if 80 tickets sold, then another prize came into play. And if there's 100 tickets sold, then another prize came into play. And actually, as the tickets went up, then more and more stuff went in the pot, because that helped you guys improve your odds and stuff. I'm thinking about bringing that back. So I just wanted to, so some of the more experienced people, if you're there, just let me know if that's something that resonates with you. And Mr. Crazy, do you know I miss the crazy concert? I don't miss the time, because of course we used to do 8:30 until like 9:30, and then we'd give a half hour till 10, and then 10 o'clock I'd come back on and do the draws, so it would take a lot longer. Well done, Mr. Hugo, and you spelled it correctly. Right. The Lakes Mosaic. Mega draws were good too. They were good too. The only problem is, not going off on a tangent, but the risk is there. So if I go and buy £4,000 worth of whiskey, having it sitting there, and then you start and make a draw and it doesn't sell, for example, then I'm stuck with £4,000 worth of whiskey and 1,000 tickets are sold. So I had to alter it. So I'm going to do something like that. In fact, I was thinking about doing something like that whilst I was taking a couple of weeks off, so it could kind of work in the background, and then we'd come back and have loads of stuff because people would have missed it for 2 weeks. Might be quite nice to get everyone back together. Yes, bring back the accumulator. I think it's a good idea. I like doing it. It's nice to try and keep things interesting and up to date. So anyway, before I forget completely, the winner of the mosaic is, good luck everybody, Say My Name, Rob. Say My Name, Rob. Ticket number 46. Well, I'm saying your name, Rob, saying your name. I don't know who Say My Name, Rob is, but we'll see if they pop up. Are you there, Say My Name, Rob? Also, well done, congrats, congratulations. Lots of that, but no one owning up to being Say My Name, Rob. Obviously, I will track them down, hunt them down. We'll go from there. But yeah, no sign. Well done, but no one admitting to being Say My Name, Rob. So there's a bottle of whiskey going to someone, but we don't know who it is. Finally, we're going to go for, I'm looking over here like I've got it here. It's not these, for those people who don't know, the reasons why we don't have whiskey around it is because you can't really have whiskey in your house unless you have a premises license for your house, which you can't get. So it's not stored here, it's stored elsewhere. So the Samaroli. Let's see who's going to win it. Good luck, everybody. Let's have a go and see. I drink, therefore I am. With ticket number 30. I drink, therefore I am. Let me show you the page so you can all see it. There we are. Mr. Hugu, ticket number 7 was third. Second was Say My Name, Rob, ticket number 46. And first was I drink, therefore I am. With ticket number 30. I drink, therefore I am. Now, the question is, whose is that? Sounds like Will. Adrian apparently really missed the adrenaline pump of Sunday scrum to get a ticket before they sell out a friend ticket, but bigger adrenaline pump for you. Yeah, it was fun, but it was hard work. Malk. Yeah, wee beauty. I think Malk may be I drink, therefore I am. So Malk, do you know Malk is one of my favorite. Malk is the poster child for whiskey giveaway because Malk. Actually, if I go right back, I think Malk was. We got caught in we started a conversation on Facebook, and he was not dismissive, but didn't really like the idea. Then he thought I'll have a go, and he played for an age and didn't win anything. And then he just went on a massive streak, and it all came back. But for a long time, he was like, "I'm leaving this because I never win." And then he's just all balanced that equation out. Always great names for Malk and Will. Yeah, I think some people should be a bit more inventive in their usernames. But there you are, Malk. You've got yourself a Samaroli on its way. Well done to you. You've got something I certainly don't have. So, freebie draw and the Wheel of Jura. Hopefully the person will be here. I always like it when the person's on the show, as it were. So let's go back over to random.org and we'll draw that third-party draw service. We draw. Paste it into the form. Now, because we didn't push it, and this always happens, I don't email everyone because if you remember rightly, we didn't have a Saturday competition. I forgot to catch up with everyone. There aren't that many tickets sold, so the odds are pretty good if you spent more than £5 last week. There we go. So we're already there. Let me just catch up on the 3 comments I haven't seen. Come on, bring on the wheel. The wheel is here. Thank you so much for Malk. Drums are going, drums are going. Right, let's find out who is going to play on the Wheel of Jura. Good luck, everybody. This week's winner for the freebie draw is Lippy Laura 123. Lippy Laura 123. Now, we do have Laura Brown, who is our resident Isla Lass. Lippy Laura 123. Is it you, Lippy Laura? Lippy Laura, Lippy Laura. I don't think you're here. If you are, Laura Brown. Lots of congratulations, but I can't see a Lippy Laura. Or any sort of Laura for that matter, to be fair. Well done, Lippy. I like that. But let's find out what she's going to have. So I can stop sharing random.org because we don't need that now. And I can start sharing. Something else. There we are. So there is the freebie wheel in all its glory, sitting there ready to go. And we've got lots of things on there. As it appears that Laura is not in the chat, just going to fire it off and we'll see where we get to. But good luck, Lippy Laura, 123. Let's see what you win. I've got my hopes set on a Jura because it's cheapest for me, but we shall see what pops up. I'm trying to avoid a £100 website credit because that's more expensive for me. Oh, I think it's going to go too fast for the Jura. I think she's safe from Jura. Oh, that £100 website credit is getting close. Oh, Talisker, Dalwhinnie. Dalwhinnie, or is it going to go into a website credit? Is it going to keep going? That's the classic laddie after that. It's a great dram. Looks like it's going to come to a halt. £10 website credit. There you are, Lippy Laura. When you watch it back, it's a £10 website credit for you, which I'll organise and get onto your account. Just see what the two comments are. Lagavulin, I see. Matt was trying to talk it in. You were close, but no cigar. £10 website credit for Lippy Laura 123. And that leaves us the final one, which is the comments draw, which is why it's always a good idea to come on and make your comment. And last week, especially remember this, when there's a bank holiday, and I say this because that week when we come back, the week of the 5th, it's a bank holiday, people have families over, they won't turn up to the show. It happens every time. Nip in, put your comments on because you'll have much better odds than you ever have that week. Just warning you, it will be that way, I promise. So let's go and find out who is going to win the free ticket. Last time it was Gary, I believe, who had a go. I was going to say hack shoe then. I don't mean hack shoe. On the what's it called? Hibiki. Japanese. I was close enough. Let's find out, shall we? Good luck, everyone. Oh, maybe I'll load it first. Comment wheel. There we are. We'd like to do some shuffles. We'd like to make it a bit longer. Right. I think we're all ready. Good luck, everyone. This week, the winner of the free ticket goes to spinning. Starting to slow. I think Gavin O'Connor's in a good place. I'm quite good at guessing roughly when it slows down. Oh, I think it's gone too far for you. Andy, Kevin, oh, there's a lot of names there. Will, Lewis, Michael. Will it hold for Michael? He's there in the chat, as is Roddy. So it's close. Oh, it's gone into Roddy. I think Roddy's got it. Look at that. Just over the line. Well done to Roddy Morrison, who I believe is in the chat. I think I saw the name pop up before. I think you're there, aren't you, buddy? I'm sure you were there. Let's see. So close. I know. You were very, very close. Very, very close. And yes, Michael, you were very close as well. In fact, it was yours until the last minute when it was snatched unceremoniously away. Sorry about that. Congratulations, everybody, from everyone. Well done from Linda. And this is the reason you should always make a comment, because look, there's a free ticket for everybody. He may go and win a bottle of whiskey off the back of that for just doing nothing more than making a comment. I mean, what more can you say? So that's me done for this week. It is me. Thank you. There he is. I knew he'd be here somewhere. Have a lovely week, and I'll catch up with you on Saturday. I'll put the Balvenie on the website midway through the week. But we're ready there for 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. Have a lovely weekend. No, don't, because it's finished. Have a lovely week, and I will catch up with you soon. Cheers, guys.